Hello friends, myself Senthil Kumar Arumugam. Now we are going to discuss about the classification of cost on the basis of behavior. Okay, so this topic is coming under cost accounting. When you go for BCom and MBA program, so in cost accounting this topic is very important one. So this analysis, okay, so these three classifications are very important one when we go for finding out the break-even point or break-even analysis. And also when we go for decision making purpose in an organization, these three type of cost we should understand the meaning and example. Okay, then only we can prepare the cost sheet, and when we go for decision making purpose we can correctly take a decision for an organization. Okay, so now we are going to discuss about the various classification of cost on the basis of behavior. In my previous videos, I taught the different cost elements. Okay, direct cost, indirect cost, material cost, labor cost and other expenses cost, and we discussed about the importance concept of cost accounting, cost accounting, cost accountancy. Okay, these are all the topic we discussed in the previous video. So now I am going to concentrate about to explain the fixed cost, variable cost and semi-variable costs. So here these three costs based on the behavior we are going to classify. We have different classification on the basis of nature, on the basis of controllability, on the basis of behavior. We are classifying the cost into different category. Okay, so this category is on the basis of its behavior. Okay, so here the cost behave differently when level of production rises or fall. When you go for an organization, okay, manufacturing sector, when you are increasing the production, okay, for example today you are producing 10 unit, okay, so tomorrow if you are increasing 100 unit, then 1000 unit, 2000 unit, whenever you are going to increase the production level, okay, the number of unit you are going to increase, the cost is also sometime increase. Few cost it remain constant. Even though if you are increasing the level of output, those costs remain constant till a specified period of time. Okay, so today we are going to discuss about what are all the costs are vary in accordance with the level of output. What are all the costs are remain constant. Few costs it will be constant for particular level, then after that it will be varied. Okay, so these type of different costs we are going to discuss. So cost behave differently when level of production rises or falls. So certain cost change with production level, certain cost remain constant for a specified period of time. Okay, so now first we will take fixed cost. Okay, so what is the behavior of the fixed cost? Okay, then we will see the meaning of fixed cost with a few example and diagram also. So fixed cost remain constant. This important definition, remain constant. Okay, few person will tell that fixed cost are always constant. No, fixed cost is not always constant. It is remain constant only up to particular level, specified period of time or certain level of output only. Okay, so here the remain constant in total amount. Okay, so here we have two important concepts, total amount, then fixed cost per unit. Here the total amount only remain constant, remain constant in total amount over a wide range of activity for a specified period of time. For example 5 year or 3 year or 10 year, then after that it will vary, or up to a certain production level. Okay, if you are producing up to 10,000 unit, then the cost will be the remain constant, then after that it will vary. Okay, so here remain constant in total amount over a wide range of activity for a specified period of time. Each and every word is important one. Okay, so they do not increase or decrease when the volume of production changes. If you are producing 20 units, fixed cost is 200. If you are producing 500 units, fixed cost is 200. If you are producing 10,000 units, fixed cost total cost is 200 only. Okay, so here they do not change, increase or decrease when volume of production changes. For example, take building rent. Okay, building rent, for example, there is one godown, okay, or factory, you take that, or manufacturing cost center. So in that cost center you are producing some units of products daily. Even though if you are not producing anything, you have to pay rent for that building and insurance also. Okay, so whatever the unit you are going to produce, 2 units or 200 units or 2000 units, rent remain constant, then building insurance remain constant. So you have to pay municipal taxes, okay, corporation tax, whatever it may be, it differ from country to country. Okay, so municipal taxes and salaries and wages paid to the permanent staff. Okay, so monthly you are paying the salary to the permanent staff. It is fixed, constant. Okay, so whatever the level of output, okay, so it is not correlated with that. So these are all the best example for fixed cost. So you can give more example also. Okay, so these are all the common example for fixed cost. So now we are going to discuss about the fixed cost example. Okay, so you can also tell that the example for the fixed cost. Okay, so I will give one simple example for the fixed cost. For example, total fixed cost. Okay, so you take the total fixed cost rupees. Okay, rupees. Okay, for example, if you are using dollar means you can put dollar also, that then the concept will be the same. Okay, so the total fixed cost is 10,000 for producing 1 unit. For example, in a factory you are producing total number of units produced, total number of unit produced. So you are producing only 1 unit. You are producing only 1 unit. So what will be the total cost now here? So total fixed cost, okay, here I will write down the fixed cost per unit. Fixed cost per unit. So I will write, this is A, this is B, this is fixed cost per unit, A divided by B. Okay, so A divided by B. So I will take this one simple example. You can easily understand the concept of these 3 things. Okay, so the total fixed cost 10,000 rupees. You are producing total number of, you can take any example. Unit is nothing but, for example, shirt manufacturing company or furniture, whatever it is. Okay, you take a factory or equipment manufacturing, okay, or spare part, whatever that example you can take it. So total number of unit produced 1. So what is the fixed cost per unit here? A divided by B, 10,000 divided by 1. So that fixed cost per unit is 10,000. Fixed cost per unit 10,000. For example, if you are producing total number of units, you are increasing. Okay, so if you are increasing the product, fixed cost remain constant, total amount remain constant, it never change. Okay, so it may be a building rent or including insurance, okay, salaries and wages paid to the permanent staff. So these are all the costs. Okay, so whatever the unit you are going to produce, the total fixed cost remain constant. That is important. So now 10,000 divided by 2, how much here? How much here? So if you are increasing the number of units now, 10, then 100, then 1000. Then what will be the cost here? Again 10,000, again 10,000, then 10,000. Okay, the fixed cost remain constant. So 10,000 divided by 10, now what will be the amount? 1000. Okay, then 10,000 divided by 100, 100. Then 10,000 divided by 1000, here 10. So please understand here. So whenever you are going to increase the total number of unit produced, here the number of unit produced is increasing. Number of unit produced is increasing. The fixed cost per unit is decreasing. Okay. So when you are going to increase the number of units, okay. So here the fixed cost per unit is decreasing. It's important one. Then here the total fixed cost, it remain constant. It remain constant. So there are 3 important points you are going to note down. So when you are going to make diagram, okay, so this is x-axis and y-axis, okay, number of unit produced. Here you are writing number of units produced. Number of unit produced. here the cost, okay, total fixed cost. So you are producing 10 unit, 20 unit, 30 unit, 40 unit, 50 unit. Okay, what is the cost here? 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 like that, or 100, 200, 300, accordingly you can put. So here the fixed cost remain constant whatever that unit of the output. So if you are producing number of unit, 1 unit or 2 unit or 10 unit or 100 unit or 1000 unit, the cost will be the constant. Okay, the cost is constant. Okay, this is total fixed cost. Total fixed cost remain constant. Whatever the number of unit you are producing, the cost will be the same. Okay, then second one, whenever you are increasing the number of unit produced, here the fixed cost, for example 1 unit, what will be the cost? 1 unit the cost is here. Then 2 unit, so it is 5000, the cost is 5000. Then 10 unit, the cost is 1000. Okay, so for 100 unit the cost is 100. Okay, then 10. So here the cost is like this one. Okay, either U shape, L shape, it will come. So this is fixed cost per unit. Fixed cost per unit. So fixed cost per unit we are going to draw like this. Okay, so this is the nature. So in this table, what we understood? So here whenever we are going to increase the total number of unit produced, total fixed cost remain constant, then fixed cost per unit will change. Okay, so if you are increasing the number of unit, the fixed cost per unit is decreasing. And also here one important thing you should note down, this fixed cost per unit curve never touch x-axis. It never touch x-axis because minimum amount of fixed cost you should give. Okay, so it never comes to 0. Okay, so it never touch the x-axis. It is very, very important one. Okay, then second one we are going to discuss about variable cost. Okay, so what is variable cost? Variable cost is nothing but here, yeah, just opposite definition. Okay, variable cost. What is variable cost? So variable cost is these costs tend to vary. These costs tend to vary. These costs tend to vary. Okay, this definition is very important one. These costs tend to vary in direct proportion to the volume of output. In direct proportion to the volume of output. Okay, so these costs tend to vary in direct proportion to the volume of output. Okay, so whenever you are increasing the volume of output, okay, or the total cost also increases. Okay, total variable cost also increases. Okay, so total variable cost is also, it is a direct proportion. Okay, so if the volume of output is decreases and the total fixed cost is also decreases, that is vice versa. Okay, so I will give one small example here. For example, number of unit produced. Okay, now you give one example, number of units produced. Okay, I will give a few example here. 1 2, okay, so 1 to 50 or 1000. Okay, you are increasing the number of unit produced now. So here the variable cost per unit. Okay, so for example 1 unit, what will be that amount? 50. Okay, so for all level the variable cost per unit will be the same. Here per unit will be the same. Okay, so if you take this, if you are producing 1 unit of output, then variable cost per unit is 50. Then what is the variable cost here? 1 into 50, that is, this is A, B, then A into B. Okay, so 1 into 50, 50, then 2 into 50, 100, then 50 into 50, 2500, 1000 into 50, 50,000. Okay, so now if you are increasing the number of unit produced automatically the variable cost is also increasing in direct proportion. 1 unit if you are producing 50, 2 unit 100, 50 unit 2500. So this is the definition. Volume of output is increasing. Okay, volume of output or number of unit produced is increasing, so automatically it is also increasing. The total variable cost is also increasing, but please make note of it, variable cost per unit will remain constant. If you take the fixed cost, total fixed cost remain constant, total fixed cost per unit changes. Okay, just opposite for variable cost here. Okay, so when you draw the diagram for this, when you go and draw the diagram, here the diagram will come like this. Okay, so here the fixed cost per unit. Okay, now you can write this is x-axis and y-axis, number of unit produced, here costs, this is cost. Okay, so whenever you are increasing the number of units, then variable cost per unit same. Okay, variable cost per unit, it is constant. Variable cost, total variable cost. For example, if you are producing 1 unit, the cost is this much. If you are producing 2 unit, then cost is this much. If you are producing this one, then if you are producing 4 unit, then cost is also increasing. So your total variable cost curve, okay, will come like this. So this is a variable. So you can give few example for this variable cost. What are all the examples we can give? Please think and tell me that. What are all the variable costs? For example, if you go for fixed cost, building rent, building insurance, okay, salaries and wages paid to the permanent staff. These are all few examples for fixed cost. Then variable cost, you can give so many examples. Okay, direct material. Okay, this is direct material. Example, I am telling that. Okay, so direct wages. Okay, you can give few examples also. Direct material, direct wages. Then power. Okay, so whenever you are increasing the unit production, so power is also, consumption of power is also increasing. Okay, then normal spoilage. Okay, so normal spoilage also increasing. Normal spoilage cost is also increasing according to. Then commission to the salesman also. Commission to salesman. So these are all few examples I am telling that. Then royalty, you can give, yeah, royalty also you can tell. Royalties. So these are all the few examples for variable cost. These are all few examples for variable cost. Please understood the important concept. Fixed variable cost per unit remain constant. Total variable cost only changes. So you can give this example. Okay, when you are going to write it in exam, you can draw this table. Okay, you can give any number of numbers on this diagram also, it's important. Then third one, semi-variable cost. Then third one is semi-variable cost. Semi-variable cost. Semi-variable cost. Okay, so here the semi-variable cost, okay, including both fixed cost, as well as variable cost, both fixed cost and variable cost. Okay, it is often partly fixed, partly variable. Partly fixed and partly means if we are producing 1 unit, the fixed cost never decreases. Okay, so fixed cost remain constant. Okay, then variable element changes either a constant rate or in lumps. Okay, so here you can give few examples for the variable cost also. Okay, for example, I will tell you one small thing. There are 2 shifts in an organization. Okay, day shift and day night. You take day shift and day night. There are 2 shifts. Okay, so the telephone calls. For example, if you are operating the product only 1 shift. Okay, only 1 shift. So there is fixed number of telephone calls. For example, 500 calls per shift. Up to 500 calls per shift, the rate is 1000 rupees. Okay, this is fixed. Okay, for example, if you are increasing the shift, if you are increasing the shift, then only the cost will increase. Okay. Then after that, if you go for that, then call per shift increases. Then and also this cost is also increases. Okay. So up to certain level, the telephone charges, okay, whether you are using it or not, so you have to pay certain minimum amount of telephone charges. Okay. If it is crosses at certain level, then you have to pay some extra amount. Okay. So this is semi-variable. So you can give many example for this also. Okay. Supervision charges. Okay. Supervision charges. Then for example, you have appointed one supervisor for in a factory. Okay. So he is appointed only for monitoring that activity during the daytime. Okay. So if you are giving some additional 2 days or 3 days or extra shift, you have to pay some extra amount. Okay. So till that amount, the supervision charges are constant. Then next you can give other example, maintenance and repairs. Okay. Maintenance and repairs. Yeah, you assume that what are all the charges? Semi-variable. Okay. So at particular level of output, certain level it will be constant. Then after that it will be changes. Okay. Then you can give some other examples also, that compensation for accident, telephone charges. Okay. Compensation for accidents. Okay. Compensation for accident. Telephone charges. Okay. Telephone charges you can give. Then lighting and power, depreciation. Lighting and power, depreciation. Okay. So when we go for semi-variable cost, the diagram you can put in 3 different ways. Okay. So here this is x-axis and y-axis. This is number of unit produced, the same one. Here this one is costs. This is costs. Okay. So here the fixed cost, there are 3 types of diagram. Okay. So up to particular level, the cost will be constant. Then again it increases, then constant, again increases, then constant. So it will be like this. Then you can tell like this. So up to particular level, this is constant. Then after that, based on that level of output, it will be vary. Okay. Then you can tell like this also. So up to a particular level, okay, the cost will be constant. Then after that it will be increasing. There are 3 type of semi-variable cost curve. This is total semi-variable cost, total semi-variable cost, total semi-variable cost. Either it may come like this or this one. Okay. So combining all these three, so the diagram can be shown like this. Okay. If you draw the variable cost, fixed cost and semi-variable cost in a single diagram, how can we draw it? So this is fixed cost. Okay. So this is variable cost. Semi-variable cost up to this type constant. Then after that it is increasing. So, okay. So that cost is called semi-variable cost. Okay. So you can draw like this, semi-variable cost. Okay. So you can draw, this is number of units produced, x-axis and y-axis, this is costs. Okay. So now once again I will tell you that, so fixed cost remain constant up to certain level of output. So variable cost vary in accordance with the production. Okay. Semi-variable cost, it will be constant only up to particular level. Then after that it keep on increasing. Okay. So when you go for exam, you must draw this diagram table. Okay. And you should give an example for this also. Okay. Thank you so much.